Hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Golf Cart Garage. I am Tim. I work for Golf Cart Garage, as you may know. Let me check Facebook, see if we're rolling over there. Looks like we're dragging a little bit over there, but we are rolling. Not frozen like we were sometimes. Looks like we're kind of dragging though. Gene, 19th, happy birthday. Oh, thank you, Gene. Thank you. Yes, Sunday was my birthday, the 19th. So thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. Gary England, happy birthday. Thank you, Gary. Greg Elliott. Hey, everybody from rainy Bristol, Virginia. Happy Thanksgiving to all Carters. Stephen Coon from Barth, Florida. What's up, Stephen? Larry Consley, good afternoon. 53 and raining in southern Indiana. We got some weather moving in here, too. We're not raining, but it's kind of gloomy outside. Mike Camp, happy birthday from Norman, Oklahoma. Thank you, Mike. Kurt, happy, hey Tim, hope you and your family have a safe Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much turkey. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do. Don't know exactly what we're going to do. We're going to wait and see what this weather does. Helpless Garage, happy birthday, Tim, from windy, cool Cabot, Arkansas. Yeah, it's windy here. Helpless Garage. I mean, we're not too far from each other, but yeah, I've got all kinds of wind. I've got security cameras, and they're alerting all over the place just because all the trees, they're on motion detection, and trees and leaves moving around. Mike Irwin, what's going on, Mike? Happy birthday. Thank you, Mike. 34 degrees with a little rain and snow expected today in Orange County, New York. Snow expected. Golly, that is crazy. Stephen Coon, thank you, Stephen. Happy birthday, Tim, from Greg Elliott. Thank you, Greg. Happy Thanksgiving from Westfield, Wisconsin, Bruce. What's going on, Bruce? Joe Foster, happy on Facebook. I'm back over on Facebook. Happy Thanksgiving, Tim, to your family, plus the Garage family. 60 Keens Mountain, North Carolina. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, this is going to be the last episode until next Tuesday, because Thursday is obviously Thanksgiving, so I'm not going to be here Thursday because we won't have an episode Thursday. So I will see everybody after we leave today. I won't see everybody until next Tuesday. So just try to remember that in case you don't get a notification on Thanksgiving. This is Tuesday the 21st. There's social media links. If you'd like to follow us somewhere else besides YouTube and Facebook, you can. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok. There's some links there. Please do follow us on YouTube and Facebook. Give us a thumbs up. Like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. That was social media links. Okay. We're going to get started now. Let me check Facebook. Oh yeah, we're rolling on Facebook. It's not freezing. It's good. Sometimes Facebook's actually a little weird. Jeffrey, what's up, Jeffrey? Hey Tim, happy birthday, Jeffrey. 33 and snow in the Poconos. Did you get your swag bag yet, Jeffrey? I don't. You may have told me already. I don't remember if you told me. Jeffrey was our last winner of a bag of swag that we gave away. We'll be giving one away again. Going to be in December, be a Christmas giveaway. So yeah, we'll be giving one away again in December for sure. Don't know exactly when right now. All right, question number one. This is from Sinjin R. We have a 2001 club car, and I'm trying to use a Mr. Heater, but it doesn't fit the cup holder. It just wobbles. Any suggestions? Thank you. Go to golfcartgarage.com, and in the search bar, plug in this part number. Plug in 28967, 28967, and see if that would help you with your issue with your Mr. Heater, because we do sell a part for the Mr. Heater, and it looks like to me it fit tight and it wouldn't wobble. So see if that would help you. Oh, Jeffrey says his swag is to be delivered today. Okay, cool. Clay Mathis, happy birthday from Spring Hill in the free state of Florida. Thank you, Clay Mathis. I appreciate that. All right. Just clicking around here, checking, make sure everything is good. Question number 2. This is from Roland. I have a 2002 club car. It runs fine at slow or middle setting, but when I press the pedal all the way down, it still will run up to 17 miles, but it has a small hesitation and it's intermittent. I'm thinking of changing my M-Core speed controller or my speed sensor. Any ideas would be helpful. I am going to say, with my opinion, based on a lot of experience with M-Cores, that I would replace that one first if you didn't want to get Club Car to plug in just to verify it. Because what you're describing is like an over signal or a loss of signal as your pedal gets to a certain point, and that would be as the M-Core gets to a certain point. You've got a signal dropping out and then coming back in, and then it becomes intermittent. That sounds like M-Core problems to me. Now, that's what I would do first. I'd change M-Core first. If you were just going to try to throw parts at it and hope for the best, I think the best odds there would be try M-Core first. Sorry about last Thursday. Had a nice day, and like I said, had to weld up a battery compartment today for my swag. Cool, Jeffrey. It's all good, man. Facebook, Jimmy Stokely, hi from East Tennessee, rainy, smoky, and 53. Yep, that's kind of looking like, it's outside here, it's kind of looking like I got some of that coming. Some rainy, overcast kind of weather. Where am I at? Number 3? Yeah. This is from Sal, number 3. I live in a very hilly and steep terrain area. I want an electric golf cart to get around for neighborhood tasks. I saw the articles on voltage, but isn't the wattage of the motor the biggest deciding factor? What wattage motor would you recommend? Well, when you start getting into AC carts, they usually start, that's when they start talking about wattage, but this is what you need to verify first. You need, first thing you told me is that you live in a very hilly area, and and you want to try a golf cart. Well, I'd try one. Like I said, I'd try one first. Make sure that that's going to have enough, because you may have to spend a lot. You may have to do a lot of modification to get one to live up to whatever your expectations are. So just try a golf cart first, and keep in mind a golf cart's not going to be near as powerful as a side-by-side or anything like that. So see if a golf cart will actually do the task that you need, and then you can improve on that a little bit with certain modifications. That's the way I would look at it. I want to make sure that we would be on the same page right off the bat, because from a regular golf cart, climbing hills and stuff, you might want to do a gas golf cart. That would be kind of a little bit better to climb hill with. If not that, then maybe a lithium golf cart. So there's lots of in-betweens and lots of ways you can go. I mean, the ultimate electric would be, at this day, in this time of, it would be lithium with the Navitas AC conversion. That would be the ultimate car in this day and time right now. But that's probably going to change. But that's would be the one that everybody's looking for now when money's not really an object. William Rizzo, hey Tim and good people from the Villages, Florida. Happy birthday, Tim. Mine was the 15th. Oh, okay, yeah. Mine was Sunday, the 19th. Had a good day. Went Jeep riding with my wife. My wife has a Jeep, and went riding on some of these dirt roads around Arkansas, back roads, Arkansas. Got a little mud on the tires. So she wasn't real happy about that because her Jeep's relatively new, but it was fun. Number 4. This is from Timmy H. Can I replace my flooded batteries with sealed batteries? Sure you can, but what chemistry sealed batteries are we talking about? Because AGM are sealed batteries, but they require a different charging algorithm than flooded do. So you're going to have to get another charger, you know, if you went to a sealed battery, most likely. But there is just sealed lead acid that you shouldn't have to, I wouldn't think, but you'd have to look at the battery itself. Each battery wants to be charged with a certain algorithm. And if you get too far away from there, you're going to end up damaging the batteries with your flooded lead acid charger, because the charger that came in your car is for flooded lead acid batteries. So you got to check on all that, is all I'm saying, just to make sure that you're not damaging them. Number 5. Then I'll check on Facebook. Number 5 is from Danny. My cart has a steering wheel that has a little play, and I'm wondering if replacing the steering rack would eliminate the issue. I have to give the steering wheel a quarter turn to any side before the wheels start moving. It's a 2009 gas RX-V. That does seem like quite a bit of play for a 2009 RX-V. So you need to find out figure out where the slack's coming from first. And sometimes it's a two-person job. Sometimes somebody needs to sit in the cart and turn the steering wheel while another person is looking up under the front end and see what's moving. And see if you can figure out, and grab the tire yourself. Someone grab the tire and see if you got any slack right in that area. You would be able to find it if it was in the spindle. If it was in the tie rod end attachment to the spindle, you'd be able to see that slack right there. You may end up having to replace your steering rack. That may be where it is, but eliminate everything that would be easy first. That is the way that I would do it. Let me check Facebook, make sure. Looks like we're still rolling. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're rolling over there. Okay, number 6. This is from Harold N. After changing the brakes on a 2002 Club Car DS, do they need adjusting? The pedal goes almost to the floor. Thanks. Brake jobs on golf carts can be a little tricky if you haven't done very many, but this is what I always did. I'm just, you're on one side, you got the hubs off, you put your brake shoes in, then before you put your hub back on, take your star wheel, that little star wheel adjuster, and turn it a little bit and make the brake shoes go out just a little bit and try to put the hub back on. Keep doing that until you get them to where you just feel slight resistance when you put the hub back on. In other words, those shoes are touching the inside of the hub just a little bit. You kind of have to force it on. No, don't make it real difficult for it to do it, but force it on by adjusting the star wheel before you put the hub back on, just a little bit. Then when you get them in place, do the same thing on the other side, adjust the star wheel, push the hub on until you feel resistance, adjust that star wheel until you feel resistance, then put it on, then go sit in the car and pump the brake. You have to get them to the point where they will self-adjust. They're self-adjusting brakes, but if you don't get that star wheel in the right place, you'll never get them to self-adjust. If you put it on, the brake pedal will go all the way to the floor and it's not hitting that star wheel like it's supposed to. So get them as close as you can to touching the hub, is what I'm saying, or let them touch the hub just a little bit of drag when you put it on, and then they should self-adjust, and then you'll be good to go. Seven. This is from Joey. I have new T1275s. Should I just charge them 50% before charging, or just charge after every use, even if new? I will say this again, I've said it before. Golf cart deep cycle lead acid flooded batteries. I know that's a big word, but you got to make sure that we're talking about the same thing. They like to be fully charged. That's their favorite state to be in, is fully charged. They would rather be fully charged than anything. So in other words, even if you just used your car for a little bit, your car has a smart charger, basically. It's kind of smart. It knows to shut off if your batteries are fully charged. You're not going to hurt anything by charging it. You really can't technically charge it too much because they don't develop, those golf cart batteries, deep cycle flooded lead acid batteries, do not develop a memory like a lot of people are stuck on by older batteries from a long time ago that had memories, and you're supposed to discharge them a certain amount and then charge them back up. That is not true with flooded lead acid golf cart batteries. So yeah, charge it whenever you like, you know, but don't make it a habit of discharging too far before you charge it back up. Yeah, NICADs. A lot of people are still stuck on that. I talk with people a lot every day, and that's a very common question about the discharging of the golf cart battery. Russell Weedman, I guess that's how you say that. Easy Go 48 volt batteries are charged. It will go forward and reverse. It only goes like 1 mile an hour. What's going on? Well, that kind of sounds like that could be speed sensor there, Russell. If you're going that slow, speed sensor failure is usually this, but I have more experience with this symptom on club cars than I do 48 volt Easy Goes, but I'm sure it's going to be similar. On a club car, you get on one and you hit the gas pedal like normal, and the car will take off just like it's normal, but immediately, boom, drop down to like 1 mile an hour. That's on a club car. Now, I don't have a lot of experience with Easy Go 48s, but I'm sure it's going to be very similar. Joe Foster says, still good over on Facebook. So, do you all offer local pickup? What do you mean there? DeMio? Saco DeMio? On Facebook? All right, number 8 is where we are. Oh, I've got some, we got a cart for Let's See. I haven't seen him in the room yet, but I got a cart to feature for Let's See segment. Big Mike, are you in here, or your little brother? Because I got his cart. Norman Lucky, what's going on, Norman Lucky? I am looking for batteries that give me longer distances on my golf cart. I currently have 6 8-volt batteries, but we only get about 20 to 25 miles per use. That sounds about right. For 8 good 6-volt batteries, no, you've got 6 8-volt batteries. Okay, you got 6 8s, 20 to 25 miles per use. That sounds about right. And I was hoping to get more than that. Is there an option? Sure, there's an option. Right now you're running 6 8-volts, all right? If you ran 8 6-volts, you would get more range. You'd get more range if you ran 8 6-volts. If you could find a place to put 2 more, then you could get more range. But think about all that lead you're carrying around. I mean, it might be time to think about a lithium battery, you know, because you can get a big enough lithium battery where you can double your range right there if you would like. If you want to spend the money to get a lithium set up. But yeah, 8 6-volts would get you a little more range, and then from there I'd be going to lithium. Sir Walter, happy birthday, Tim, and happy Thanksgiving to y'all. Thank you, Sir Walter. Everybody wish William a happy birthday too. William Rizzo, his was on the 15th. Harry Fike runs half speed. William Rizzo, happy Thanksgiving to all. I see you have your pole saw and leaf blower in the background. Never saw them there before. Steels. Well, I did some rearranging in my shop, and I've been cleaning up and straightening up. So yeah, I got that whole wall. I built all those gray shelves over there to house my stuff. I mean, I have other jobs, believe it or not. And one of them is mowing grass. I actually mow grass for a big ranch. I think I've mentioned that before. And so yeah, I have to have and I used a pole saw here the other day. I had to trim some limbs. The pole saw is a echo, but the only reason it is because my steel, I had the steel pole saw, it got stolen, and so I had to replace it. And I replaced it with a less expensive one. I tell you what, that Echo one still works really well though. I mean, I just used it day before yesterday and it works good. €31, number 9. Let me see on Facebook here. Make sure everything's good. Yeah, we're good on Facebook. Still rolling. Rolling. Number 9. This is from Chase. My cart is a Club Car DS 2009. What type of oil does the differential rear end, and how do you put it in and check the oil level? The manual, I believe, calls for 30-weight gear oil. That's all it's going to say. It's not going to be real specific. The 30-weight gear oil is fine. Now, how do you check it? Well, it takes very little. If you'll look at the rear end on a golf cart, it's designed to be done with it just sitting there on the ground. I know a lot of people don't understand that because the plug's down there. Well, usually, like on an E-Z-GO rear end, the plug's kind of a little bit on the side a little bit. Well, there's a reason for that. That's because it doesn't take a whole lot of gear oil in that rear end. You undo the plug. If you see anything come out, then it's fine. It's got gear oil in there. If you don't, take the little squeeze tube and squeeze in there as fast as you can until you see stuff running out, and then put the plug back in. You're good to go. Craig says, happy birthday, Rizzy. Craig, thank you for the email. I did get it. I haven't responded yet, but I know that you wished me happy birthday through an email. So thank you, sir. My schedule is so tight now that sometimes I don't even have time to respond to my emails, so it might be later before I can respond. Okay, number 10. This is the last regular scheduled question. This is from Jason P. What kind of oil do I need to use on the small tank of my cart that injects into the engine? It is for an 88 E-Z-GO, thank you. Okay, we're talking about an old 2-stroke oil injection E-Z-GO. Everybody had them. Yamaha had them. E-Z-GO had them. I believe, yeah, I think Club Car did too. I don't remember if there was oil injection or premix, but anyway, they had it's an oil injection system on those 2-strokes where they have a separate oil tank, and that oil gets injected into the carburetor via some type of pump. There's going to be some type of oil pump that injects that oil into the side of the carburetor where it mixes, and the ratios, believe it or not, it's constantly changes. It's at least the way it is on a Yamaha, like the one behind me. That's what that system is. The ratio is constantly changing depending on the RPMs of the motor on that type. A lot of people do away with that system because they're worried about it failing. And if it fails, yeah, you're going to burn the motor up. But that's original. It's never failed. I mean, that's not deleted. That's still got the oil injection system on it. And it's over a 30-year-old golf cart. So it's, Yamaha definitely has it figured out. I don't have an old E-Z-GO 2-stroke that I've had for as many years as I've had that thing, but anyway, the bottom line is what you ask, what type of oil is that you need to put in that tank. There's all kinds of different 2-strokes oils out there. A lot of them could be used in that tank. The only thing you need to be sure of is that it says it's for oil injection systems, because some of the 2-stroke oil out there is not designed for oil injection systems. It's designed to be pre-mixed in a can or whatever and then shaken up or whatever like that. Some of the real cheap stuff. But any of the regularly priced oils out there for 2-strokes is going to say on the container for oil injection systems. I use Amsol Interceptor 2-stroke. It even says on it for premix or oil injection systems. So just make sure it says oil injection systems and it will be fine. Jeffrey says he used to be a John Sherrod Echo and steel dealer. Cool. I thought about that being a steel dealer at one time. There was one down the road from my house that I used to visit a lot for new products. I had a steel blower that got stolen also. I may not have ever talked about that before, but in May of 2017, my golf cart shop in East Texas got broken into. They stole everything. And I was home asleep at night. They stole everything. Everything of value. They went straight to my Honda generators, straight to my steel pole saw, straight to my steel blower, and then went on from there. Motorcycle, 5x10 utility trailer, the list goes on and on. Several golf cart chargers, all kinds of things, just everything of value. I disconnected the 2-cycle oil pump on my Kawasaki X2. You have an X2? Cool. I used to ride an X2. I never had an X2, but a friend of mine had some, and I used to ride them all the time. Or was that you used to have one? I mean, because I've had some X2 time. I have lots of X2 time. Please tell the people from Arrowhead Lakes, Pennsylvania to speak up. Jeffrey looking for shout outs from his part of the world. Todd Donaldson, doing a complete rebuild on a 91 marathon. Need a 6-inch lift, but can only locate 4. Any suggestions on a compatible lift? Well, did you look on our site? I mean, because I don't know if there's a Jake's long travel for a marathon, but I think it's got an adjustment in height. So check that Jake's long travel. See if there's one of those compatible for a marathon. We sell Jake's, we sell Mad Jacks, we sell rocks. I mean, go to golfcartgarage.com and just see what we have for marathons. If you haven't already, Todd, you may have already done that. If you've checked and we don't have anything, then I can give you some suggestions. But I need you to go to our site. I need to make sure you go to our site first. Is all I'm saying. Jeffrey Smith, 200 to 1 at idle and 50 to 1 wide open throttle. Yep, that's what I was talking about he's talking about the ratio changes as the RPMs of the motor. William Rizzo says, I sold it unfortunately. Yeah, because if you would have kept it, you could have sold it today for quite a bit of money. Because I don't know if you've been seeing what the price is on some of those older 2-stroke jet skis. Like 800, what's the stand-up 800 Kawasaki that I want? SXR 800 to 2-stroke. You know, the last year, SXR 800 2-stroke. That's what I'd like to get my hand, and I almost did one time. I almost got one. And then, obviously, GP 1800R 2-stroke Yamaha sit-down ski. I'd like to get that. They're asking a bunch of money for those, too. Todd Donaldson. Will a TXT line up with a, nope, it's not going to work on a marathon, Todd. Everything is different. Everything is different. You're going to have to get something for a marathon. Kevin, what's up, Kevin? Good afternoon, Tim. 40 degrees and rainy in Coots, Indiana. Oh, cool. Kevin is, I'm featuring Jonathan's cart today on the Let's See segment. I haven't seen that he's in the room yet. So give him a call and tell him I'm fixing to post his card if he wants to see it. Because I'm about to talk about him. Jeffrey said, I had a mechanic of mine get me for about $75K. Oh man, sorry to hear that. It is when you get robbed or you get burglarized, it was a mixture of feelings that you have that I've never really had before. You know, never really had those kind of feelings. It was a mixture of depression and rage at the same time. Depression and rage. It's a bad feeling. It's a bad feeling when you get, it's like a violation. You know, someone came onto your property. And you know what's weird about it? I had my gun cleaning kit out on my bench. I mean, all my gun cleaning tools were out on my bench because I had been cleaning every one of my guns one at a time. That didn't stop them. That didn't stop them knowing that there's a man in that house that cleans his guns out here. That didn't change anything. They, that was a desperate move. That's all I know. It was a desperate move that they got away with. Very, very desperate. With two-stroke oils, injection should not mix natural and synthetic in the injection tank. Oh, okay, yeah. You're saying you shouldn't mix regular oil and synthetic oil in the same tank. That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, I should have said that. Yeah, that's definitely true. In fact, when I was saying that I used Amsol Interceptor injection oil in there. When I started doing that, I had to empty the tank. I was told specifically that to empty the tank, including unprime it and then reprime it. Before I switched to full synthetic, because that Amsol Interceptor is full synthetic. So good point, Jeffrey. Okay, that was number 10, wasn't it? Yeah, that's the name of this episode, was what type of oil to use in the injection tank of a two-stroke golf cart. I have an old Z1 900 triple Kawasaki. Yep, my wife had the 750 Z1. Was it Z1? No, it's ZXI. She had the 750 ZXI sit down. She had that for a number of years. Really, really good ski. I only wish I would have known how many hours were on it when we finally sold that one. And I sold my stand-up. I shouldn't have. I had the 750 ZXI stand-up ski, or SXI. I think it was SXI on the stand-up. But I wanted that 800. They came out with an 800. They went from 750 to 800 for a short period of time before they discontinued the two-stroke. That's the one I would want to get nowadays, if I could find one in good shape that was ready to go. I'm probably too old to be stand-up jet skiing. Dave is typing me something here. He says, Todd Donaldson has already discussed the rebuild kit with us, but we do not have a 6-inch lift for the marathon. He's keen on figuring out how to install a 6-inch, so I referred him to you, Ayman. Oh, okay. So we don't have a 6-inch for the marathon. Well, I can tell you this, a TXT, Todd, is not going to line up. It's not going to work. You're going to have to... Now, at Golf Cart Garage, we sell some very popular brands of lift kits, but there are others. I mean, you can go look, get on the internet and see what you can find if you just plug in marathon lift kits. There may be another brand out there that does have that. Of course, I'd rather you be able to get one from us, a Jake's lift kit or a Mad Jack's or a Rocks. But if we don't have a 6-inch for a marathon, I'd keep looking, because something tells me that there's one out there. It just may not be a brand that we sell. Jeffrey says exactly about being broken into. Yeah, like depression and rage at the same time. Yeah, it's a bad place to be. Todd says thanks. That was Ayman that typed that in, everybody. Everybody give Ayman a shout out. Ayman likes it when we talk about him here. Kevin, he let John and Big Mike know. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's all I wanted. Just let him know we're about to talk about him. Keith Palmetto checking in. What's up, Keith? Where am I at here? Social media. Did I run those again? There's the social media links if you will want to follow us somewhere else besides Facebook and YouTube. You are welcome to. Greg giving Ayman a shout out. Whoa, Ayman. As Stephen says, when we lifted a marathon 6 inches, we had to build a kit. See, I've seen some marathons running around that had to have been at least a 6-inch lift. So I'm thinking there's one out there. Now, I don't know why you'd want to lift a marathon at 6 inches, but if you do, I've seen some that had to have been at least 6 inches. Kirk says, I think anyone who has been a victim always feels that rage first, then the sorrow. Yep, that's what happened. That's what happened to me. It was bad. It was terrible. I couldn't help but, play the events over in my head, how I was at home. My family, my wife and myself were at home. My shop was next door to my house. Like probably 100 feet from my house. All the robbing and burglarizing was going on while we slept. Probably 100 feet away, at the most, about 100 feet. Woohoo! Is that enough, Craig? Said I need to put more emphasis on the woohoo. Okay. If you would like to purchase a hat from Golf Cart Garage, you are welcome to. We have several colors available. There they are. There's some links in the description. There's some hot links that'll take you right to them, whichever color you want. I think Jeffrey is getting, where's Jeffrey getting? Jeffrey is getting that one, the green with the tan lettering. There, he's getting that one. You can do that, or you can wait till we give one away. We usually try to give one away once a month. We just gave one away just a couple of episodes ago, and we will be giving another one away in December. So if you can't wait, you're welcome to go buy one. If you would like to contact us, you're welcome to give us suggestions on products, or just give us some feedback on how we're doing. There's the Golf Cart Garage contact information. Here's the email for support at golfcartgarage.com, and the phone number if you would like to give us any type of feedback whatsoever, including feedback on myself. You can do that there, or that'd be the best place to give feedback on me. But don't give me any bad feedback though. Jeffrey says, I love the smell of Klotz two-stroke oil. I do too, Jeffrey. Every time there's something about the smell of a motocross race. You ever used to go? I used to go to motocross races all the time, and inevitably there would be a bunch of two-strokes that were running Klotz, and it is a unique smell. I guess it would be similar to, like some mechanics or whatever say they love the smell of WD-40 in the morning. Well, that's another unique smell that mechanics and motorcycle people and jet ski people are going to say the same thing about. Big Mike's here. Oh, Big Mike, oh, you've just made it. Castor Bean Oil, another one. Yep, Helpless Garage. Love the personal thank you message I received from Dave when I placed my order. As for shop fees, I've had my shop tied into my home alarm. Well, mine is now. It is now, Helpless Garage. This was at another property, but this, like I said before, this building is relatively new that I'm in right now. This is my shop now, and it is tied into my home alarm. In case anybody's thinking about coming and trying to rob this one, just want to let you know that. Yeah. Big Mike, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, sir. Okay, I think we are about ready, and then I'll come back and do the coupon. We're going to do Let's See. So let's see some cards. Today's featured card is from the one and only Jonathan Luzak. I think I might be saying that right. I'm assuming that the C is silent in your last name, Big Mike. Is it Luzak? Is that how you say it? This is from Jonathan. I believe Jonathan is Big Mike's little brother. You ready for this one? This is a before and after picture of Jonathan's build. Bam! Yep, you almost missed it, Big Mike. You almost missed bam. There's his before picture of his club car Precedent. And there is his after picture. Look at that. Quite a difference. Very nice build. Very nice build. Sir Walter, 2005 Club Car DS48 with run tow. That means it's a 2005 IQ DS. That's a DS IQ. It may be time for an M-Core but is there a way to test the output to controller with a monitor? 4 wires to controller, which one to monitor? M-core output. Okay, it's under the cart. The club car service manual calls for you to put, I've talked about these before on the air, Sir Walter. Let me take Jonathan's card off just for a second, because I don't know if y'all can see me when the picture's up there or not. In the club car service manual, for what you're trying to do there, you're trying to test the output of the M-core to see what it is. It calls for these, all right? These are insulation piercing probes. See, one of these goes, this red one goes on that yellow wire that's close to the M-core. There's a yellow wire on one of those plugs close to the M-core, and then the black one goes on the negative of the battery, and then you push the accelerator pedal. I don't know, I can't remember specifically. I'd have to get the service manual instructions out to make sure that I'm telling you everything is correct. But it's one wire, and you're testing voltage from 0 to 4.75 volts or something like that. So yeah, there is a way to do it, but this is how you have to leave everything hooked up. That's why you have to use insulation piercing probes. Now that's the club car way, and I used to work for Club Car, and they were very specific about doing things the Club Car way, so that's how they wanted me to do that test. But also on your car, you need to understand a 2005 DSIQ with a tow run switch. That means there's a diagnostic port on there. They can plug into that diagnostic port with their little computer, Club Car can, and they can read the output of your M-core in 5 seconds. They can see that when you press the accelerator pedal, if it's going from 0 to 100%. That's one of the things that's very, very handy, is reading the output of the M-core. That way you have to know that your output of your M-core is going WOT, wide open throttle, or you're going to always be suspecting that your cart is slowing down, or you're not going to be getting all the performance that you have out of your cart if your M-core is not going wide open throttle. William Rizzo says, nice. Wow, what a difference. I'll put it back up there. I was just wanted to make sure y'all could see me, or see the, wow, what a difference. Very sweet cart. Craig, Jeffrey, I wish I had the black so the grease would not show on my hands. I ran Pro, MX, and Snow X Pro. Oh, cool. Ab in the chat. What's up? Nice. No, we cannot see you when those sweet whips are on the screen. All right, thanks. I can tell you're a Napoleon Dynamite fan, Craig. Jeffrey says, great job, Jonathan. Sir Walter, yellow wire 0 to 5 volts. Thanks. I think that's right, Sir Walter. You might want to look it up, though. You might want to look it up to make sure. Oh, William calls it WFO instead of WOT. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, that's a cool car at D-Max. That's a good-looking car. That's a nice build, Jonathan. Appreciate you sending me those pictures. I do have some other pictures I'll be featuring later on. I wanted to make sure I got that up, and I'm glad Mike got to see it. I don't know if Jonathan's in the room or not. Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, he's on. Jonathan's over on Facebook. Cool. Hey Tim, happy Thanksgiving. This is from Rusty Brinkley. Remember, you are what you eat. All right. Well, if that's the case, then today I am a big steak, because that's what I had on my birthday. I had a big steak with my wife, and it was very good. Now for Thanksgiving, I don't know. I might be a turkey. You are welcome, Jonathan. Thank you for sending me those pics. And anybody else, remember, if you have some pictures you would like for me to show everybody, if you want to show off some of your work or some of your builds, please send them to me. You can send them to this contact information that I'd put up there. You can send them to that email. That is support@golfcartgarage.com, and put attention Tim, and then I'll be sure and get them. You can send them to me directly, which is 00timfreeman@gmail.com. You can send them to me directly like that, and I'll get them. Either way, it'd be fine. I'll get them either way. That's just up to you. All right. Oh man, my TV went out. Why didn't you tell me, Kirk? I'm glad I didn't miss it. Work's been busy. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you got to see it too, Big Mike. Yep, I think we're caught up. Yeah, I just caught it, Joseph. Thank you. There's a slight delay, apparently. Sometimes that gets confusing because uh, y'all see things and I type things, but Kirk said he was just about to remind me. All right, that was the last regular scheduled question. Let's check this. If you'd like to buy something from Golf Cart Garage, you are welcome to, but you can also, you're welcome to use this coupon. I have a coupon with my name on it, and you are welcome to use it. Get 5% off any parts you order at golfcartgarage.com if you use coupon code TIM16. That's TIM16. This code expires on December the 16th, 2023. You get 5% off any parts you order if you use coupon code TIM16. So that is going to be about it for me, guys, today. And like I said, we're not going to be here Thursday. So I will see everybody on Tuesday, a week from today, before I see everybody again. I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving and safe holiday travels. Please be careful out there. There's going to be lots of traffic, as always, this entire season. But we'll be back before Christmas for sure. But then again, we've got to go through this all over again with Christmas holidays coming up very shortly. But for now, it's the Thanksgiving holiday. So everybody be careful out there. And I hope you and all of your families are safe. And I will see you later. The garage is now closed.